Good day, everyone. Ali is here from Safi Financial Network. Today is Friday, uh, December 23rd, 2022. Merry Christmas, everyone. Hope you have got fantastic days and you will have nice Christmas Eve and Christmas night with your family and loved ones. Here is the weekly analysis for this week. We will have next week very light volume. Next week Monday will be holiday, and market is not open, so it's gonna be very light volume next week. And next week is very important as well, just because it's gonna be last week of the year. It's gonna be last week of the December, and yearly candle, monthly candle, weekly candle is gonna be closed next week. So stay tuned for that one. But for this week, let's go to the chart, see what chart tells us. Here is the S&P 500 weekly chart, and as you have seen here, so we had a very massive sell-off last week, and this week we had a doji bar, and this doji bar is kind of like expected. Seasonally, we are bullish. Santa Claus rally, everyone is saying that one. Probably next week we will have a green bar as well. I'm not sure. I think as long as we are inside this wide range bar, green wide range bar, it's gonna be kind of support for the market. But ultimately, I'm just looking for a continuation of the downtrend probably in January and February, especially after second week of January. We will see this downtrend momentum is getting expedite, and it's getting like very strong to the downside, just because as I said, we are in a seasonality bullish, but the trend, the bigger time frame is telling us we need more downside to fulfill the downside target before the final bottom for the market. Still, we are not there. So 2023, especially first half of 2023, would be very, I would say, dangerous, and there are lots of reasons for that. I will cover that in the next videos in 2023, especially next week. I'm gonna just give you more comprehensive view, but for now, market, what should we expect for the next week? Still, we are in a bearish momentum, just a crossover happened in weekly chart, so you know that this is going to be a strong reversal. The only thing that I just hesitate about the continuation of the downtrend is we are at a seasonality bullish time for the market. And market is in very light volume. Other than that, if it was like in January, like in middle of February, I would say definitely, not definitely, there is no forecast behind that. It's just a probability, but I would say there would be a very high probability for the downside continuation to this area. But next week, I would say probably we will get something like this type of the candle, or this type of the candle. We would get like a bullish momentum, and then later the weekend we will get some kind of like a pullback. So I would expect a kind of like a slightly to the bullish momentum next week, but I'm not expecting prices getting more than 39.50 or something like that. So we are at 38.43, which is kind of like a 90 points to 100 points for the next week gain, if it gets there. I don't know. So I'm still looking for a bounce to reload to my short position. I didn't do any action. Probably next week I will be kind of like in holiday session. So I would give you more update if something happened, but next week our channel or YouTube videos or a Telegram channel would be kind of like easy and relaxed, just because we are getting into the holiday season as well, and market volume is very light as well. So moving on to the daily chart. The daily chart, you see this is the first level that I just put it there. I didn't close this. Let me just adjust a bit here to 40 to just have like a better reading of the candles. So 38.25 was very important level. market just 3 times, I would say, or 4 times, pierce it down, and then buyers coming back. This means buyers in this area are very supportive for the market for now, especially today. Kind of like a couple of times the market just went down to break the low, but this is a good candle, by the way. This is a good daily candle. Also, we are in a oversold condition in daily chart, so probably we will see some kind of like a reversal rally or relief rally to the upside, probably to this level. So still I'm looking for 39.50 or kind of reaction to this area. This area is very important for me, so I just stretch it a bit to have a better view. But this area would be kind of like a shorting opportunity for myself, so I'm just looking for to get to this top of the candle. If I want to give you the exact, let's have like more educational purpose. If I want to give you the exact level that I would like to short the market, here is 39.15. I would see a reversal there. So just mark it in your chart, 39.15. I'm not saying this is going to be 100% reversal point, but I would just keep an eye on this level. If you see a reversal happening, probably you can just get a more downside momentum after that. So we are at 38.42, 39.15 is going to be like a 70 points above this area, which is going to be gained for Monday, Tuesday, not Monday, sorry, Tuesday, Wednesday, and probably Wednesday, Thursday after like end of the session, or even like a end of the Thursday session. We will see some stalling out happening to the market, just because if we get there, I don't know, if we get there, that's going to be question mark for everyone. But the next downside target, I'm just pointing in my chart, is a 36.86. So that's going to be very important level. Ultimately, as I show you, and as I told you every single time when I'm just posting these videos, 32 to 3400. So that's going to be my ultimate level for the downside target, something like this, good intermediate bottom or something like this. It's going to be 32 to 3400, probably February, January, February, or even March. So still, it depends on the timing, but I would say we are at the right track to get to the bearish momentum. But if we see something like that, don't get me wrong, still we are at the very um, um, uh, I should say, severe bear market. So it's not going to be at the final bottom. So we should just go day by day, candle by candle to analyze that one. All right. So let's move on to Nasdaq. We are covering Nasdaq and Dow Jones in this video. Here's the weekly chart for the Nasdaq. And as you see here, Nasdaq is reacting very well to this downtrend. And momentum wise, we are in a bearish momentum. Just the stochastic momentum index, which is pretty stronger than a regular stochastic, the one that I'm used to use. But I just shifted to momentum index like a couple years ago, and it worked very well for me. This one is the weakest index among the other one. So if you want to just compare between or among Dow Jones, S&P, and Nasdaq, Nasdaq is the weakest one, and Dow Jones is the stronger one. So if you want to go short position, take Nasdaq position. If you want to go long in a rally, something like this, go with Dow Jones, as I'm doing the same as well. So I'm just explaining to you what I do, but it's up to you if you want to do that. Here's the weekly chart, and as you see here, weekly chart, we are below all the major moving averages. We are below this trend line, and everything is getting ready for clean out this pivotal point to the downside, and probably in March of 2023, if it doesn't happen earlier. But I see, like, I would be very conservative. Probably this March is going there. I don't know, shifted down there. But I would see a March as like my cycle, timing cycle. But the price action, if we clean out this level, if price cleans out this level, it's gonna just spike all the way down sharply to this area, 98.19. So 98.19 is going to be very, very important level for Nasdaq, just because it's going to be top of the market prior COVID crash. And probably that's going to be a very, very good bounce or buying opportunity from there. So if you go with Fibonacci retracement, so everyone should use that one. So look what happened after that. 69%, which is a weird number, but I use it a lot, exactly coming along with top of the market prior COVID crash. If you go from the COVID crash bottom to top of the market last year, January, 69% is going to be a very, very golden area for me. And you know what? The best area for you folks, I'm just giving you more tips here. The best area is 78% to 69%. Let's put a triangle there. So this is going to be the best area for buying the Nasdaq, especially in bigger time frame, which monthly chart. We are going to take care of that next week when monthly candle closed. But right now, just take it from my side that this is going to be probably intermediate bottom. So let's just stretch it here down here. And then the final bottom probably is here. So still, it is very, very early to call as a final bottom, but that's going to be very, very strong chance to see a very, very strong bounce happening from this area. So again, just keep an eye on this one. These boxes are very, very important for me to get to the long position. I have a Nasdaq short position, very, very small. I'm just looking for a bounce. Let's go to the daily chart. If we see a bounce, so let's zoom in here a bit. So if we see like a doji, this is very, very weak, folks. It's not even close to S&P 500. So we need to get close above 11,140 or 50 on a daily basis to see this one is getting back to here. But if Nasdaq gets back to here, 11,400, I would reload to my short position. Just if you compare it to the other indexes as well, that's going to be the reversal area for the other indexes as well. So the other indexes probably getting higher to this area, but Nasdaq is giving me more bearish signal compared to the other one. Momentum is very, very oversold in daily charts, so I'm just expecting a bounce happening next week, but it's going to be just a bounce. It's not going to be a bull market, beginning of the bull market at all, or something like that. All right. So the best index is going to be the last, and which is Dow Jones. Let's go to weekly chart and start from weekly chart. So weekly chart, as you see here, we just clean out this level, which is pretty good for the Dow Jones. But this shooting star on the top or inverted hammer on the top signals for another downside target. And the downside target, I'm just expecting 29,000 to 31, which is 30,000. Let's say 30,000 inside this wide range bar, weekly wide range bar. And if I want to give you better chance to have a better something here. So if I want to give you a level based on the weekly, 30,135, that's going to be good level for buy. So anything in this area is going to be good buying opportunity for the Dow Jones. And I think the other indexes are getting lower low, but Dow Jones wouldn't take out this pivotal point. Still, it is strong in this demand area, and we are below the top of the COVID crash. So that's the important part. Dow Jones tested this area, reversing back up from the top of the COVID crash. This doesn't happen to Nasdaq. This doesn't happen to S&P. So it doesn't mean that they should test it, but it's going to be very, very strong probability to see that one is getting tested as well for Nasdaq and S&P. But for Dow Jones, if we get there to test another time, that's going to be good buying a level for myself as well. I'm just looking at and compare it to the other ones as well. Momentum wise, we are bearish. We are at the beginning of the bear market, another like a downside move. And I'm expecting price doesn't clean out this level yet. If it cleans out this, so that's very, very important. Here is the 2008, and this is the trend line. So I'm expecting ultimately market find a bottom there, and that's gonna be the bottom here inside, yeah, right there. So you see, this is a wide range bar, breakout to the upside. This is the consolidation prior this um, back. So 24 to 25,000, that's going to be very, very significant bottom for the Dow Jones, at least for a decent, very, very decent bounce if it is not at the final bottom. All right. So moving on to daily chart. Here is the daily chart. We are still below, above this trend line. Just looking up, this is a nice candle, by the way. So three higher low, and I would see this is a three higher low. My students know that what pattern I'm talking about. And this is a bullish formation. However, this bullish formation probably gets there to 33,639. 33,600, let's say. So that's going to be the area for the ultimate target, for the ultimate upside target. And probably the reversal is happening after that. So again, I'm just looking for short position. If you just take it from my positions or my analysis, I'm looking for all of these bounces to take a short position. I'm not going to buy. If you want to go long, make sure that put your stop loss at least below this candle. If you want to be more conservative, today's low is going to be very, very good area for long position for the Dow Jones as well. Okay, I think I wrapped up everything. Again, I wish you Merry Christmas. Hope you have got a good time with your family and with your loved ones, with your friends. And if you're single, just go by yourself and enjoy your time. Okay, this is the best time for taking care of yourself. Have a wonderful weekend. See you on the chart. Bye bye.